Hi guys, welcome back to yet another fun DIY video here aboard good old Athena. Actually, that is not an accurate intro for this video because in this video I'm only gonna spend a few minutes here aboard Athena. Come Friday, I'm gonna jump in a car with some other guys from the marina and we're gonna head south down to the boat show in Dusseldorf, and I figured it might be fun to bring you guys along. At the boat show, I am planning on using my little Osmo Pocket instead of my regular camera because it's a lot smaller and it would be nice to not have to lug around my GH5 and a tripod. Ta-da! Now, as you might be able to see, the image quality is not as good as on my GH5, and also the audio might not be as good, but fingers crossed it works out. The big upside to the Osmo Pocket, besides its small size, is of course that it's gimbaled, so I can move around and show you guys stuff on the go without anybody succumbing to motion sickness. So fair warning, the bulk of the content in this video is going to be a little bit different compared to my regular videos. If you follow my channel solely because of the DIY stuff, well then you might want to skip a large chunk of this video, but fear not, next weekend we'll be back to 100% DIY videos. There's a reason I'm starting this video out here aboard Athena. In last weekend's video I got my first ever welding lesson, but it'll be a while until I'm confident enough to actually start working on the tow rail. And also the design of the tow rail is not finished yet. I'm gonna continue practicing my welding skills off camera because I just don't think a 9-part series about me sharpening tungsten and swearing heavily is gonna be that interesting to watch. So the next couple of videos are gonna focus on other tasks, like for instance the cover that goes over the companionway hatch and also the fiberglass dodger. I wanna get those faired and painted so they're ready to go back on the boat in the early spring. Also on that list is something I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to, and that is to build the new rudder. It's possible for me to get started on all of those tasks now because of the heated workshop, which is awesome. Unfortunately, both the fiberglass dodger and the rudder are too heavy or too bulky for me to move up there on my own. I've got the cover for the companionway hatch already sitting up in the workshop, so all I need is a bit of fairing compound. Let's throw this in the car and head up there. The fact that the workshop is heated is pretty dang awesome, but there's something else that I'm also very excited about. And that's the fact that I can bring this little guy up here. So that means I can have long evenings up here without feeling guilty about leaving him alone aboard the boat. Yep, there's no doubt he's gonna have a lot of fun exploring this place. I'm just gonna go slip into some work clothes and I'll be right back. Here is the aforementioned companionway hatch cover. As you can see, I've already done some work to this. That happened about 3 months ago. Because of the heated workshop, I can now continue working on this. I've laid up some glass here and here to cover up some bigger holes, and I've got an initial layer of fairing compound on here. From the feel of this, I would say I have to go over this surface one more time, but let's go ahead and get this knocked down. Yep, there's no doubt about it. I need a little bit more fairing compound on here. There's a low spot right there, there, and there. For fairing that surface, a little bit of 105 thickened with some 407 should be perfect. I've laid on the fairing compound pretty thick, but that's okay. It's easy to sand, and this way I know for sure that when I come back from the boat show, this will be ready for primer. Hopefully in the beginning of next week, I'll be able to put together a little table or a little area where we can do fiberglass and woodworking so that we can keep that separate from the metalworking area. That's going to be it for the DIY section of this video. The rest of the video is going to be the trip to the boat show. Good morning, guys. It is early Friday morning. It is pretty cold. I'm about to head over to Cement Boat Sky so we can start heading south to the boat show. Obelix is all locked up, and a colleague of mine that also has an Icelandic sheepdog is taking care of Jökull over the weekend, so I guess it's adventure time. Before we jump in the car, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of stickers from Athena to hand out to anybody I meet at the boat show. A pack of 50 should be plenty. There are going to be 5 of us driving down. There's going to be Cement Boat Guy, Catamaran Guy, their wives, and me. And speaking of Catamaran Guy, that is his boat right there. And here is Cement Boat Guy's boat. As you can see, they don't have a mast up right now. That is because they're in the middle of building their masts. That is a really cool project that I hope they'll tell you guys more about when they start uploading videos.
Hello guys. We are now getting ready for the long trip to Germany. Hope to see you on board. Let's hope it's going to be interesting.
Good morning, guys. It is about 24 hours later. We made it down to Dusseldorf pretty late last night. It took about 8 or 9 hours to get here. And then when we got here, it turned out that the Airbnb-like place we had booked through booking.com was nowhere to be found. We spent about 2 hours searching for the place and calling the only phone number we had to contact, but yeah, no luck. So we ended up finding a hotel last minute, which was pretty far from where we wanted to be, and also kind of very expensive. But never mind, we are off to the boat show. I am not gonna lie, there's a pretty strong chance I am gonna get lost at some point today. I don't know if this is the biggest boat show in the world, but it is definitely the biggest boat show in Europe. And if everything looks a little bit empty here now, it's just because we're here about an hour before the show actually opens. Apparently number 11 here is the refit area, which I'll be sure to check out a little later today. I'd like to check out everything, but this is a huge area, so we'll see how much I've got time for. Okay, it's 10 o'clock and we're making a beeline straight for the refit place. There's this little area set up with some workshops and other stuff. This might be fun to come back and check out later when it's open. I've got a little bit of information paralysis here. There is everything from hammocks to boat doohickeys. There's a lot of stuff to look at. Here is one of my favorite European chatteries. Tons of exciting DIY products. New marine windows. Tons of clothing and everything in between. I think the only thing I can really do is just to browse everything and hopefully I'll come across some good nuggets I can show you. I've only ever bought a few things from this store, but it's a very cool German marine store. For the cleats Cement Boat Guy and I are about to cast, I think we might go with something like this one. This looks very spiffy. Speaking of casting stuff, look at this. I think casting those cleats is going to be a very fun project. We've made it to the new boat section of the boat show, and there's something here I want to show you. It appears someone has stolen my idea for the tow rail. This is basically an exact copy of what I showed you in the last video. I totally get the concerns you guys voiced in the last video about a foot slipping in underneath the tow rail. Seeing this, I'm figuring it might be okay, but like I said, the design of the tow rail is not done yet. It seems like we've come full circle and are now back at the refit area. There's not that much super exciting stuff to look at this boat show. I mean, it's the same as every other boat show. There's nothing really new under the sun. I was really hoping to see a lot more DIY here at the boat show. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool to see all the shiny bits and instruments and new boats and stuff, but really, I was hoping for more DIY. One of the things I came here to check out was new port lights for the fiberglass Dodger, and I did find a couple of manufacturers of bespoke port lights, so I'll follow up with those in the coming weeks. But other than that, well, it was so-so. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning. I'm back at the hotel, and in a couple of hours, we're going to start heading north back to Denmark. Now, I just started editing this weekend's video, and I've noticed something kind of annoying. There's a ton of audio issues with the Osmo Pocket. I knew the audio wasn't going to be great, but I mean, most of the footage I got yesterday from the boat show is just unusable. Add to that the fact that I thought there was going to be a lot more DIY stuff at the boat show. I don't think I'm going to bother doing voiceover for the footage with the broken audio. I think I'm just going to cut the boat show section of the video very short. The last boat show I went to here in Germany with my friend Ulrich had a ton of workshops where there was people doing anything from vacuum infusing to hand layout to woodworking and just a bunch of cool stuff. And that was what I was really hoping to see at this boat show. Without a doubt, the thing I enjoyed the most at the boat show was the little impromptu meetup I had where I got to meet some of you guys, and I got a super cool gift. These are little pieces of laser cut wood that I can do inlays with, so I can have little Sail Life logo inlays. That is going to be very cool. There are some different species of wood here, and well, I can't get over how cool I think this is, and I kind of want to get a laser cutter so that I can do more inlay stuff. This is going to be a lot of fun. And included with the gift was also the little template I need for routing out the area where the inlay is going to sit. If there ever was a perfect gift for a guy with a hankering for DIY, I would say that is it. To be honest, I am far from satisfied with this video, but at least I know next weekend I'll be back in the workshop. I'll have my good old GH5 and my wireless lavalier mic. I won't have any pesky audio issues, and everything will just be nice and easy. So that is going to be it for this video. I will spare you guys the grueling 8 or 9 hour trip back to Denmark, and I'll see you back in the workshop next weekend. See you!